Hi, my name is Matilda and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will show you how to make your own double welt pocket. So this double welt pocket is part of a little bit bigger project, so I decided to reline my husband's winter coat instead of us buying a new coat. So that video on how to reline your old coat or jacket will be up on this channel soon, and if you do not want to miss that video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to get notifications when the video is live, which will be very soon. And also I made another video as part of this little mini series on how to attach a lining to a vent, and that video will also be live soon, so that's another reason to subscribe. So before we get into the tutorial, I just want to say that making a double welt pocket is not a beginner's project. It's really more an intermediate project. However, I wouldn't say it's hard, so if you never made one before, you will definitely succeed, but make sure to really concentrate, make the pocket whilst you have a lot of energy, because even if I did my first double welt pocket or welt pocket 13 years ago, I still do mistakes when I am not fully with it, because there's a lot of small steps and you need to be really careful with measurements, which I will emphasize a lot in this tutorial. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. To make a double welt pocket you will need fabric for the welds. I unpicked the old welt pocket in the coat for this. Fabric for the pocket bag. I picked the acetate fabric I used for the lining. I would suggest you to pick a light, inexpensive fabric for your pocket bag. Fabric for the pocket facing. This is optional, but if you want to add some fun detailing to your pocket, I would recommend a pocket facing. I used the same fabric as I used in the sleeves of the lining to create a cohesive look. And fusible interfacing. Expect the fabric and the interfacing you will need a ruler, a tape measure, fabric marker, pins, thread. I picked a black one for the pocket stitching and a blue contrasting thread for basting stitches, fabric scissors and a sewing machine. I cut the pocket facing the same size as the old pocket facing, and I used the old pocket facing to create a new weld, as one of the old ones got a big hole in it while I unpicked the pocket. I did not film how I cut the welds, but as a rule of thumb, welds need to be at least 2 cm outside the pocket openings. If the welds and pocket bags are too small, it easily creates issues once the edges and welds are sewn together. My welds were 18 cm long and 4 cm wide. I had already, before filming, cut my pocket bag to 17.5 x 16 cm folded, as it comfortably fits a bigger Samsung or iPhone. Cut your interfacing the same size as your pocket facing, your welds, as well as an interfacing used to strengthening the pocket opening. I cut mine 4 cm longer than the opening and with a 5 cm width. Mark the pocket opening start to finish with a contrasting thread that can be seen both on the wrong and the right side. Then I strengthen the opening with a fusible interfacing attached to the wrong side. As you can see, I am attaching my pocket to a coat lining where I already stitched together the side seams. However, it is easier to attach your pocket prior to stitching the side seams. Do as I said and not what I did. With tailor's chalk or fabric marker, mark beginning and end of pocket opening. Mark the welds width on both sides of the welds and double check and control all measurements and make sure that they are correct when doing this. And then do small straight basis stitches to mark the width of the welds. Before you move on to the next step, just double check again that all the measurements are correct. Add interfacing to welds and pocket facing. Fold and pin the welds in half, wrong sides together, then press. Place the welds on the right side of the garment, following the markings. Make sure to put the cut edges towards each other. Sew the length of the pocket opening with 7mm seam allowance. Seams need to be exact the same length. It's important if you want the final result to be good. Turn to the wrong side and stitch into the weld stitch lines. This is done to strengthen the welds. Then cut in between the stitch lines until you reach 1.5 centimeters from the end of the stitch lines. Cut a Y shape towards the corners. Cut as close as you can without snipping through the stitches. Now it's time to remove the basting thread. Now turn welds from the right side through the opening to the wrong side. Once turned, make sure the corners have a 90-degree angle, then press the sides to prevent bulk. Zigzag welds together to keep in place. Alternatively, you can baste stitch them together by hand. Now it's time to attach the pocket facing to the pocket bag. I already serged along one of the long edges of my pocket facing. If you do not have a serger, you can also zigzag this edge. Stitch the pocket facing in place at the top of the pocket bag. Pin the side of the pocket bag with pocket facing to the top of the welt. Fold the pocket bag and sew along the finished edge to secure the pocket bag in place. Fold pocket bag towards the bottom welt, pin in place and sew along the finished edge at the bottom welt. Then press the pocket bag in place. Now it's time to stitch down the side edges of the pocket bag. Fold back the side of the garment to reveal the pocket box triangle and the side edges of the pocket bag. Then stitch down the side edges of the pocket bag. Then sew over the base of the snip triangle. This secures the side of the welt pocket opening. finish pocket edges if desired with zigzag or overlock stitch. As my pocket was used inside a lining, I did not finish mine with either. Unpick the zigzag or basting stitches and give your pocket that final press and celebrate your completed welt pocket. Here I'm testing out the pocket just to show you that it fits a smartphone really well. Here is the final pocket attached to the coat lining, and now the coat lining is ready to be attached to the coat. Thank you so much for watching this video on how to make your own double welt pocket. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know as well if you have successfully made your double welt pocket. You can also tag me on Instagram at Miss Matti _. I would love to see how your double welt pocket turned out. And this is a little bit of a sneak peek how the final pocket looks like attached to the coat. I mean, I know you can't see that much right now, but the full video on how to reline your coat or jacket will be up soon. And also, if you're interested in other DIY projects and how to live an amazing, sustainable life both for yourself and for the planet, please consider subscribing. And as I said earlier, hit that notification bell so you do not miss any videos from me. And yeah, until next time, hejdå!